Hello everybody, my name is Bill Allen. Today's title of today's video is Diet for Reflux, which could also be diet for acid reflux or diet for GERD. Essentially, these are diseases that cause you pain known as heartburn or acid reflux, where acid, digestive juices, or food is refluxed back up through your LES, which is a little valve at the top of your stomach, into your esophagus, causing you pain. Now, let's get back to the title, Diet for Reflux. If you're experiencing these problems and these symptoms, almost assuredly these are self-inflicted diseases. And I have some bad news for you. These conditions, if left untreated, don't get better, they get worse. Your stomach has a lining of mucus that protects it against acid. Your LES and your esophagus do not. Your esophagus is the tube that stretches from the back of your throat to your stomach, which food passes through. Your LES is a little valve at the top of your stomach that opens when food enters and then closes when closes tightly to stop acid or food or digestive juices from being regurgitated back up to your esophagus. Now, what happens is when the acid comes in contact with your LES, it weakens, and so it's supposed to stay real shut tightly like this, and over time it grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. And so of course you're going to experience more and more bouts of this disease. Next, your esophagus, when acid comes in contact with it, develops ulcers or sores. And naturally, if acid is constantly coming in contact with it, these ulcers and sores are not only going to multiply, but are going to enlarge, which of course is going to lead to increased pain. Now, in 1977, I was diagnosed with a peptic ulcer, which at that time could not be cured, but can be cured today. And I actually got kind of lucky at that time. The first drug that came on the market that provided pain relief, and I started taking that drug. But I had to stop taking that drug after 3 or 4 months because the side effects were so horrendous. They put me in a state of depression and other things that were so embarrassing, and my body had grown almost immune to them. I went from taking 1 bottle a month, that's 100 tablets, to 400 or 500 tablets a month. And this is an inexpensive drug. It's say at that time I think it cost $70 or $80. So I was spending $300, $400, $500 a month on the drugs. But anyway, let's get back to the diet. So there are definitely foods that you should never, ever, ever eat. And at the same time, there are foods that are great for you. These foods actually absorb more acid than your stomach produces to digest that particular food. Knowing which is the entire key to ending your pain immediately and permanently and healing your LES and your esophagus. Now, you can do what I did when I had the peptic ulcer, and that was I took a notebook and I spent years writing down which foods helped me and which foods hurt me, and I eventually figured out, and I was able to live pain-free with the peptic ulcer. Or another thing you can do is you can go research on the internet, and I find that amusing, to be honest with you. I would say at least 50% of the information on this subject on the internet is incorrect, wrong, totally 100% wrong. I look at it and I wonder who wrote it, because it was written by somebody that never had a peptic ulcer, acid reflux, GERD, or heartburn. They have no idea what they're talking about. I saw one major website. In fact, if you do a research on food, this will be the number one that shows up, and it'll show you a food chart. And on that food chart, over 50% of the foods on that chart you should never eat. And then one that just really upsets me is they suggest for breakfast apple-based pancakes. Well, I got news for you people. You cannot eat pancakes. Pancakes are terrible. Absolutely one of the worst things you can possibly eat if you experience acid reflux, heartburn, or GERD. Now, our program consists of 4 parts, but one part is a diet. And in this diet part of our book, we have a complete food chart that covers great foods, average foods, poor foods, to foods you should never eat. Next, we have over 100 recipes that we've developed. These are all with the foods you're supposed to be eating. In addition, they have special herbs involved in them. There are approximately 40 to 45 herbs that have used for centuries to treat acid reflux, GERD, and heartburn and indigestion. Many of these herbs have had double-blind medical studies conducted on them and are approved in different countries around the world for these exact purposes, many in Europe, by the way. The next part of our program is a 14-day diet plan. And I assure you, by the time you finish this 14-day diet plan, you will not even remember what the pain was like. You won't even think you ever had acid reflux, GERD, or heartburn. And the final section of our program is we provide a restaurant guide for both fast food and formal restaurants. We tell you which ones are the best to eat at, which ones are the worst to eat at, what to order at each restaurant, and what to avoid. Thanks a lot for watching the video. Have a nice day. I look forward to seeing you at the website. Bye-bye.